Alright, greeting Oregon settlers. We are going to do a brief tutorial about starting off in Independence for the Oregon Trail, and we're just going to give you a quick run through. So everybody who enters the Oregon Trail initially starts at Independence. Independence has a couple things that need to be done before the user can actually take off onto the Oregon Trail. You can see we start out with the to-do list. The to-do list has a couple items here, one of which is already checked off, and we're trying to get all these items checked off so we can leave Independence. First thing on the to-do list is the Help Wanted. Help Wanted, you can see this little button here, or icon, matches the Help Wanted sign right here. So we're going to click on the Help Wanted sign. If you didn't read that already, this is where you choose a profession. Professions in the Oregon Trail are what your character is going to have as sort of a bonus. So the one that's a generic profession is the Settler. Settler doesn't have any specific skills, but you do get a higher score at the end. We're going to choose Settler here. You can see it brings us right back out to Independence. The second thing on the list, and this one was already checked off, is the General Store. We can click on the General Store though and go in. I would recommend going into the General Store at least one time, the first time you start the game, until you actually know what the General Store entails. So the General Store has two sections, items and wagon parts. The wagon parts bring you right to the screen here with your wagon. You can click on any part of your wagon and it will show you the options you have to upgrade. You can upgrade your animals, you can upgrade your wagon bed, your wheels, and your canvas. Some of these things do give you bonuses. For instance, some of the animals might move faster. Some of the wheels might allow you to miss some of the events, the negative events that would affect your wagon. We're going to focus today on items though. In the items section, there's a couple different types of items. The rations will adjust your food meter, and your food meter slowly counts down as you travel through the Oregon Trail. So I would recommend everyone who starts off in Independence fill their ration bar as much as they can. We're not going to fill it all the way to the top, but clicking on this will give you 125 food, and that's always good. You'll see this as you travel, this will slowly count down. The other items in the store are a little bit different. You can see we have one item here already, which is hardtack, and the hardtack gives you 200 food, so when your party runs out of food, you can click and use this item, and it will give you 200 food. There are other things, clothing, medicine, tools, weapons, and trade goods. So you can pick and choose, but I wouldn't necessarily get anything that you don't know what it does until you know you need it. There are places to buy items along the trail from peddlers, Native Americans, and also forts and missions. The trail sign-up is where you will assemble your wagon party, characters you want to be taking with you on the Oregon Trail. Clicking on the trail sign-up brings us to this window right here. I'm going to clear out the tutorial window since I will be telling you how to do it. So if you roll over these characters, you can see it says click character to assign. So we're going to click our little green character, and it's going to allow us to do two different things. We can select a friend, which is a friend who is playing the game. I've got myself here, and Noah, the community manager. So let's pick Noah for the first character. We do have an option of sharing the fact that Noah is on our party with Noah, posting on his wall. We're not going to do that now. Once the character is all set up, you can use these two toggle arrows on the bottom of the character to switch what the character actually looks like. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing for myself. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now you don't have to add friends. If you don't want to add any friends, you don't have to click up here at all. You can just enter a name. You can enter anything you want. Let's just do Beth. It's pretty easy. We can keep Beth. That seems appropriate actually. We could change her though if we wanted to. And let's do Al. Now obviously that doesn't look like an Al, so let's make it look somewhat more appropriate. Alright, so once you get your wagon party selected, your friends, and just generic wagon party members, if you don't want your friends to be part of it, you can click the OK button, and you can see we are now back in Independence. Our to-do checklist has been checked off. Once you complete the first 3 tasks on your checklist, you will be able to leave Independence. So you can see this arrow right here on the wagon. This is how you start your journey from any fort, mission, or town that you visit on the trail. You will click this, your wagon, turn into a button. This is the final window in Independence. It's the when do you want to leave window. This is when you can pick your month that you'd like to leave. If you leave earlier in the year, March, April, May, you have more time to complete the Oregon Trail, but your score is a little less. If you leave later in the year, the latest being August, you don't have much time to complete the Oregon Trail, but you get a really, really high score. And it's a lot more difficult to leave in August than it is to leave in March, especially when you're starting out. So if you're a newer user, I would recommend leaving in one of the earlier months. So we're going to leave in March. We're going to say, okay, start your journey. We do have an option of posting that to Facebook if we want. Tell our friends that we're starting our journey. We're not going to do that right now. And we are on an introduction to the Oregon Trail and some more tutorials. Okay, Oregon settlers, we are on the trail now. We're going to go over the setup of on the trail. On the top left, we have a couple buttons. We have the coins and the trail notes. And right above that, we have a date, which you can click on and get different days. Keep in mind that winter does come on December 21st, and if winter does come, you cannot make it to the Oregon Trail, and you have to start over. So keep that in mind. In the top middle of the screen, we have the mini-map. The mini-map shows stars for things that are going to be appearing on the trail, including locations. You can click on the mini trail map to see the larger trail map. You can see all of the endpoints here. You can see Oregon City. If you have friends on the trail, you can click on their wagons and you can see all your friends. You can also get a description of the different places. On the top right, we have our energy bar on the top. This is this lightning bolt. Right underneath, we have the food, and stamina, which is the green one. The food and stamina are going to deplete as you continue along the trail. Stamina recharges over time, and the food is something you would have to get at any outpost, fort, or you can go hunting. The energy is what you use to play the mini games. And those mini games are located on the bottom right here, this mini game button. The search the scene mini game is just a little quick search that will allow you to have a chance to get an item. The repair your wagon mini game you can play when your wagon is falling apart, and you can see the wagon status right up here. So when the wagon status is less than good, or you'd like to fix it up, you can play the wagon repair mini game. And finally, the hunting mini game, which is on the top right over here. Hunting minigame will give you food, and depending on how well you do in that minigame, it will tell you exactly how much food you get. You can see your wagon party status here, you know, how your people are doing. If they have any ailments, we will show those as well. On the bottom here, you can have our speed for the speed that our wagon party will be traveling. We're stopped right now. There's the status of your party, and you can see your friends' statuses as well by clicking on the status screen here, or on any of these tabs you can see your friends or your own. The inventory shows any items that you have, hardtack in our inventory that we purchased at Independence, I believe, and any found items, which are items you find along the way, mostly through the search minigame. Alright, so we're going to choose a speed here. You can see the stars are little gold nuggets, so we can click those and the star disappears. And it looks like we have an event, the snake bite. So Noah has been bitten by a snake. Gives us a couple options here. We can play trail notes, play one trail note to heal the snake bite. We can continue without treating Noah, or we can wait a few days and see if they feel a little bit better, which is, there's a chance they'll feel better and there's a chance they won't. We also do have the post to wall option, so you can warn your friends about the snake bite. You can write anything you want in that window. We're going to continue without treating the injury. Alright, looks like Noah is poisoned. That's no good. And that's pretty much a brief synopsis of traveling the trail. You'll encounter many events and other encounters along the trail that will give you a lot of different options. So, you know, keep a heads up and good luck on the Oregon Trail. Thank you.